Ladies and gentlemen, the house that lives, they morphed into humans. Hey, how long you been living in this house, sir? Wow, that seems like a nice house. How much are you going for?
99 zillion gold, 99 zillion.
Ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm.
Share them with you. This is Hypocrisy, written by Ari Lesser.
Yeah.
I look in the news and I'm shocked to see the U.S. is still fighting for democracy. Take a look at the war in Iraq. You'll agree it's all just a bunch of hypocrisy. They say 9/11 was a terrorist attack and we couldn't let it go. We had to react. That makes some sense, but they left out the fact that 9/11 had nothing to do with Iraq. Even Bush said the culprit was Osama bin Laden, but our entire country seems to have forgotten. After 5 years of Iraqi abuse, the leader of Al-Qaeda is still on the loose. They say Saddam had to go because he tortured and gassed, which seems pretty bad until you contrast a U.S. installment Abu Ghraib prison where undisputed acts of torture have arisen. So the Bush administration fights insurgencies using their advanced military expertise, committing many murders in the first degrees, just to help save Iraq from Iraqis. I look in the news and I'm shocked to see that the U.S. is fighting for democracy. Take a look at the war in Iraq, you'll agree it's all just a bunch of hypocrisy. The Iraqis had it bad being ruled by Saddam, so we gave them freedom in the form of some bombs, killing children, old people, fathers, and moms. I thought the U.S. learned its lesson in Vietnam. Oh wait, that's right, our president didn't go. He was too busy doing lines of blow. Maybe he'd make choices that were less naive if he went to war, not away without leave. Our military's in the hands of a deserter, and thousands were dead, both foe and friend, in this worthless war which seems to have no end. We're in the Middle East dropping bombs for peace, saving people from Saddam by leaving them deceased, and over 1 million people to date have been killed by the U.S. attacks on their state. I look in the news and I'm shocked to see that the U.S. is still fighting for democracy. Take a look at the war in Iraq. You'll agree it's all just a bunch of hypocrisy. So listen up, Mr. Bush, because I'm taking a stand. I completely disagree with this war that you've planned. I don't trust the judgment of those few in command, and I think that this conflict's now entirely out of hand. I say bring our troops home from this war in foreign lands. For over 5 years they've been stranded in the sand. Preemptive wars of oppression should forever be banned. I'm not making a request, I'm making a demand. How can you spread democracy when we don't have it here? You want to overthrow a dictator? Well, look in the mirror. You cheated to be president, that is a fact which is clear. They then attempted to control us with fraudulent fear. I support our troops. I say bring them back here. They're dying from your lying before they can even drink a beer. Wow. You need to be impeached from your current career. That's all I have to say. Thanks for lending me your ear.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Who wrote that?
That was Hypocrisy, written by Ari Lesser. Ari Lesser.
Look at my bum band camp.
Please join us for a performance of the Possibilitarian Puppet Theater. This is called the Occupation Insurrection Circus. We will be performing right here, right now. Thank you.
And we will begin with a little act, the style of capitalism, entitled Cops and Robbers, and more robbers.
this back where it belongs.
You wouldn't have a dime I can get, would you?
Palestinian prisoners were exchanged for one Israeli prisoner of war. Human, unhuman.
Big it. Nice. Well, the shirts are selling for $10 for a fundraiser, but when I was giving them away, I was criticized because it wasn't union made, fair trade, and it wasn't made in America. But here they are being sold, and that's a good thing.
And I've come to the conclusion that you're going to have to create something, a political apparatus, boycott the vote for all these people that's getting corporate money. Don't vote for any of them. Just straight up boycott it, stay home. It may take 5, 10 years, but you're going to have to get your own people groomed to take power. That's the only way. You're going to have to vote your own people in. They're going to have to come from amongst us, from amongst the boycott and amongst all the different grassroots movements. And you're going to have to put them up for office and vote for them. No one that's getting any money from any of these corporate entities, because if not, this is not going to go nowhere. I'm telling you. You're just going to get co-opted eventually if you don't take the bull by the horns. And you have to start developing and thinking about how to get off the ground now. Because the average person, Joe Blow, Mom and Pop, is not going to become a socialist, an anarchist, or anything like that. So you're going to have to slip it in on them. You're going to have to give them what's good for them if they want it or not. And how you do that is the way I just explained. Boycott any votes. Any votes. Because, you know, the whole system is rigged. It makes no sense to say, oh, we want this and that, so you better vote this way, because it's not going to happen. These corporations have too many mega dollars for you to get anywhere doing that. You may get one or two things here and there, but then when the people forget, they'll just go back to business as usual. You're going to have to usurp this whole system from the bottom up. You can't do it by revolution because they got too much power. So you're going to have to do it. I hate to say this, but it won't be that way because it'll be our people infiltrated that way, backed by our money. Anytime any of these candidates get any corporate funds, let them go. If somebody comes from this camp, from the various grassroots camps, and they start getting money from some corporation, drop them like a hot potato, let it be known they're not with you. And so I'm gonna quit, because I don't like talking all day, but that's what's gonna have to be done. You can name it what you want.